In the travel credit card game, a lot of times we talk about value, maximizing your value, your redemption value, and your points. But what does it really mean in dollars and cents? That's what we're going to look at today. Today, we're going to take a look at My American Express points and what that means when it is expressed as dollars and cents. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the different redemption options and the money that you can get from those redemption options so that you can see how this plays out when you're talking about real cash, when you're talking about money that you can use on travel. Are we talking a few dollars? Are we talking really big money? We talk a lot of times about hundreds or thousands of dollars. Just the way you redeem your points can play a huge role in how much value you get. Not only welcome bonuses and multipliers, but how do you redeem your points? And that's why we believe that travel is the best way to redeem your points for the most money. So if you are somebody who wants to travel, if you are somebody who feels like you want to get out and explore the world, visit somebody across the country, whatever it is that you want to do, then we're going to show you how redeeming your points for travel from travel credit cards, not necessarily branded credit cards, but travel credit cards such as Chase Ultimate Rewards, American Express membership rewards, Capital One miles, etc., can be of the most benefit to you and put the most money back in your pocket. So our starting point today is going to be My American Express account. As you can see here, I have 148,691 American Express membership rewards points. What we're going to do is go through, I know what math, it's terrible, I hate it, but we're going to go through it because we're going to show you what value you get. And when I say value, we're talking about real money. Okay? So we're going to translate these points into real money, and you're going to get to see how that correlates to cash, to dollars and cents, when you look at different redemption values, whether it's a half cent per point, 0.7 cents per point, 1.5 cents per point. We're going to show you and lay that out so you can see the amount of money you may be leaving on the table if you use inferior redemption options, especially when we're talking about saving your money so that you can do the travel that you want to do. So we're going to start out using that 148,691 points I have, and we're going to find out what it's worth. So right here, we can see if we take that total points value and we divide that by 0.5 cents, that when we do the math, we come out with $743. So that 148,000 points is worth $743 if we find something that will pay us 0.5 cents per point. $743 is nothing to sneeze at, but is it really the best that we can do? I don't think it is. Let's see what else we have. And we're going to look at their paying back on a statement credit. And it says that if you want to use your points to pay down or pay off your balance, that 10,000 points is worth $60. Well, if we do the math, we understand that that means that each point is worth 0.6 cents. So less than our 1 cent per point that we're looking for. Now, if we take that entire 148,691 points that I have, and we convert that to dollars, we're going to get $892. That's a big chunk that you can take off of your statement credit that you don't have to pay. But if you're looking to travel, is that $892 the best you can do? Well, now we're going to go over and we're going to look at Amex, and we're going to look at, and again, very upfront here, it tells us that 10,000 points is going to net us $70, up to $70. Doesn't mean it's going to give us 0.7 cents per point, but you can get up to 0.7 cents. So if we take that entire 148,691 points and we do the math on this, we're going to find out that at cents, we're going to actually earn $1,040. Now, that's a big step up. When you start getting into a little bit larger points, it starts to make a lot more difference. That's nearly $200. What can you do with an extra 150 or so dollars when you're traveling? Just for grins and giggles, I don't know what gets 0.8 cents, but we're going to do the math here. That earns you 0.8 cents. You will find that you're going to earn $1,189. So you can see, as each time we get that tenth of a cent, we're getting a significantly larger amount of cash that we can use to do something with. Now we're going to look at what we get when we get to that 1 cent per point. Now on Amex, you can earn up to 1 cent per point when getting hotels, airlines. So let's take a look here and see what we get with a hotel. So now on Amex, they tell us we can earn up to 1 cent point if we book travel through them. Now, it doesn't mean everything is going to earn you 1 cent per point. You are going to have to do your calculations and to see what the cost is divided by your points, and if it works out that 1 cent per point. Imagining that we got that 1 cent per point off of 148,691 points, as we calculate that out, we find at 1 cent per point, we're actually going to earn $1,468. As you can see, we're steadily stepping up how much money that we're earning and how much money that we can put towards flights, hotels, rental cars, all your main expenses, that you can really take a big chunk out of those and save yourself some money. So now, we talked about transfer partners. As with Chase, if you have a reserve card, you automatically, when you book something through their portal, you automatically get 1.5 cents per point. If I had 148,691 points at 1.5 cents per point, that's going to work out to $2,230. Just that half cent is a big gain. We're really knocking out some numbers now. And this is doable if you have a bonus structure like Chase or you're using your transfer partners. Now we're going to calculate out what happens if you are good enough or lucky enough to get 2 cents per point. Well, as we work our magic math on this, it comes out and shows us that we're going to earn $2,973. That is significant money, my friends. Now, again, it doesn't happen every time. As we talked about on our previous video, on our flight to Germany, we earned 3.18 cents per point. That was significant. So let's look and see what 3 cents per point is. So just the point of that is that it can be done. You can earn that. And some people have earned much more than that. Sometimes there's sales, there's different things happening, and you can earn well above that 1 cent per point. So what do we get if we do 3 cents per point? As we continue to calculate out our results here, we find that we get $4,460. That can be real money. That is not pie in the sky. It is not unachievable. It is absolutely an achievable number. I spoke about my previous video where I earned 3.18 cents per point. That's great, but what does that mean in dollars and cents? So if we break that down in dollars and cents, the actual flight paying for the tickets on Delta was going to be $4,200 for 2 tickets. Delta wanted 388,000 sky miles for those tickets plus taxes and fees. But I was able to transfer my Chase Ultimate Rewards points to Virgin Atlantic, which is an alliance partner of Delta, and buy those same tickets through Virgin on that Delta flight for 120,000 points. So what we find out is when we calculate out the points value for the Delta Sky Miles at 388,000 points, it comes out to 1 cent per point, which means that that was the equivalent value of $3,880. That is significant. On the other hand, if we take and calculate our Virgin Atlantic flying miles at 120,000 points, they earned 3.18 cents per point, which gave us that same $3,880. But now if I took that and I said, what would those have been calculated out if I had used 338,000 Virgin Atlantic Flyers points? At 3.18 cents per point, that comes out to $12,388. So had I needed to use that much money, sorry, I'm excited. If I had needed to use that much money, if I had decided that I wanted to fly in lie flat or something like that, I probably could have done that on those tickets with the value that I was earning from transferring those points. That's why we say that transferable points through travel credit cards versus branded credit cards are much better almost every time because you earn more value that translates into money. That's as simple as it gets. It translates into money. Now we're going to do a rundown and we're going to list it all out so you can see the amount of difference that 1/10 of a point makes every time you go through here. So starting out with 148,691 points, at 0.5 cents, we would have earned $743. At 0.6 cents, $892. At 0.7 cents, $1,040. At 0.8 cents, $1,189. At 1 cent per point, $1,486. At 1.5 cents per point, $2,230. At 2 cents per point, $2,973. At 3 cents per point, that gives us $4,460. And if you're feeling lucky, might want to roll the dice. At 4 cents per point, $5,947. Again, this is why those points that you can use with transfer partners through your credit cards and Alliance Airlines can be worth so much money. There you go, folks. This was just, I wanted to lay this out for you so that you could take a look at how much difference there is between 0.5 and 0.6 cents per point and 1 and 2 and 3 cents per point. Those are absolutely achievable numbers. It does take a little bit of work on your part, but man, if you can do it, you can put so much money back in your pocket or use it to get that trip you want to get without spending more money than you wanted to. I hope that helps. I hope you enjoy it. Please like and subscribe because we can always use it. We're going to try to keep bringing you more content. Leave your comments down there. I will try to get back to you as much as I can. And have a great day. Travel a lot. God bless.